Every day, a silent battle unfolds within each of us. A struggle between our intentions and our impulses. Between the person we want to be and the temptations that threaten to pull us off course. For many, this is not a dramatic showdown, but a quiet war fought in the small moments. The choice to speak with kindness when anger rises. The decision to turn away from distractions that promise instant gratification but leave us empty. The resolve to stand firm in our values when compromise would be easier. Temptation wears 1,000 faces. Sometimes, it's as obvious as the lure of unhealthy habits or destructive behaviors. Other times, it's more subtle. The urge to gossip, to judge, to cut corners at work or school, to seek comfort in things that ultimately diminish us. No matter how temptation presents itself, it speaks to a universal experience. The daily challenge of living with integrity in a world full of shortcuts and seductions. It's easy to feel alone in this struggle, to believe that no one else wrestles with the same thoughts or desires. Yet the truth is, everyone faces temptation. Even those who seem the strongest or most disciplined are not immune. The key difference lies not in the absence of temptation, but in how we respond to it. For those who draw strength from faith, this battle takes on a deeper significance. It's not just about willpower or self-discipline, but about recognizing our limitations and leaning into a greater source of help. When we reach the end of our own strength, we are invited to turn to God, trusting that His power is made perfect in our weakness. Scripture offers countless examples of people who faced temptation and found victory, not by their own might, but through God's strength. Think of Joseph, who fled from temptation in the house of Potiphar, or Jesus himself, who faced the full force of temptation in the wilderness and stood firm. Their stories remind us that overcoming temptation is possible, not because of our resolve alone, but because God walks with us in the midst of our struggles. So what does it look like to rely on God's strength in our daily battles? It begins with honesty, acknowledging our vulnerabilities and bringing them into the light. Temptation thrives in secrecy, but when we admit our struggles, we rob it of its power. This honesty opens the door to prayer, where we can ask God for help, wisdom, and the courage to choose what is right, even when it's hard. It also means filling our minds with truth. The more we immerse ourselves in positive influences, whether through scripture, uplifting music, or the encouragement of friends, the stronger our resistance becomes. When temptation whispers lies, we can answer with what we know to be true about who we are and what we value. Community matters too. We were never meant to fight these battles alone. Sharing our struggles with trusted friends or mentors can provide accountability and support. Sometimes, just knowing that someone else is praying for us or cheering us on makes all